Thanks for remembering the time you spend listening to The Ticket, either podcast or broadcast. Check out Norm Hitzges live middays from 10 till noon on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket.
All right. On the Bob Steak and Chop House hotline. I hope you get an Arbitron book for my show. Hi, Greggo.
Don't you get mad at me, okay? This is just a sports argument, okay?
All right.
But, Norm, you have got to quit believing the crap that they say out there, because they all lie like tombstones.
So it's your belief that the Rangers are hiding $100 or $150 million in income?
No. Here's the deal, Norm. They get $38 million a year from the baseball contract.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They get $19 million a year from their cable.
Right.
So right there, they're in the middle 50s on just their income, and that exceeds their payroll.
That's about a third of what the Yankees, Mets, and Red Sox get.
Okay, maybe it is, but figure out the payroll they have compared to theirs, and that's even before they have their radio rights. That's before they have their suite income, before they have their parking, before they have their $8 beers, before they have any of that.
Look at the prices in Boston. They're higher than here.
Yeah, I know they are. And they also have a smaller stadium, a lot smaller, with no suites. None.
Their stadium is full every night.
Yep, it's full. And you know what? If the Rangers, if they didn't have an owner that came out and said, hey, if you show up, I'll spend money. If they didn't have that, then it's proven that if this team wins when they had quality players and when they put a competitive team on the field, then the people will come out. I mean, you can't believe what they say. Tom Hicks got into this, and he swaggered in his cowboy boots, and he sat down at the table with the big boys, and he said, I'm going to play with you. He signed two of the worst deals ever. One, he bid against himself. The other one, he didn't bid against anybody. And then he got scared, and he ran away. And then he starts saying that the owner's going to stop writing checks.
Greggo, this isn't
about... And then, you talked about Hidalgo. Why did he sign them? He signed him because he had the worst general manager in baseball. And then hold on, Norm. Then he finally got rid of the general manager, who the general manager sat there and just lied his ass off. And then 2 weeks later, after saying he wanted to get away, he interviews for another job and was rumored for another one. And what did the owner do? Then he signed him to a 10-year extension to be a consultant when he was the guy that messed the place up in the first place.
Greggo, that's not what this segment's about. This segment is about the enormous change in the marketplace.
Yeah, and you know what?
People have to realize the Mets and the Angels are bringing $150 million more to the table.
Do you think there's more money? Do you think there's more opportunity to make money in Anaheim than there is this market?
Yes.
I don't, and I'll tell you why. Because it doesn't matter how good Anaheim is, they're always behind the Dodgers, no matter what. No matter what, they're behind the Dodgers.
That's the point of what Artie Moreno's trying to do.
Right, but he's not doing it yet.
Well, but...
And yet here's an owner that's stepping up, and he stepped up to the fact that he won a World Series. Because he spent. This is a spending game, Norm. If you don't spend, you can't do it. Every once in a while, you'll have a team like Oakland or Minnesota that can fight hard, they can compete, but they never win it. It's the big payroll teams that always win it.
Artie Moreno just bought the Angels, though.
And he's already won a World Series.
How long ago did Artie Moreno buy the Angels?
About 3 years ago. And he's already won a World Series. You know why? Because he went out and he got Colon, he went out and he got Guerrero.
Well, but my point to you, Greggo, is that's how the market's...
And that's in a market where he's the second baseball team.
I understand. Is Tom Hicks a multi-billionaire like Artie Moreno?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know if he is or not, because you know what? You can't believe one thing comes out of the man's mouth. Not one thing.
All I'm trying to say to you, Greggo, is the Mets and the Angels are going to take 6 players a year out of the market.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, they don't give a damn if they make a mistake.
Why can't the Rangers do that?
They can do it.
You know, because
they can do it, but they can only do one of them or two of them.
If he's in this to make money, then that's fine. Then don't be giving us this dribble every single year that, oh, we're going to compete and we want to win a championship. Don't give us that. Just say, hey, look, we're going to play and we're hopefully we can compete. Maybe we can get a wild card and qualify for the playoffs. But don't talk championships because you're not going for it. And the Rangers, they've got they're in the fifth largest market, and they've got the fifth best TV contract, media contract. They got fifth. But yet when you look at payroll, they're 19th. So what I'm saying is they should be around $100 million, and even though they're still, $40, $50 million behind the big boy spending, if you hire the right people, you scout right, you develop right, you trade right, you sign right, then you can catch
You're going right to my point now.
Norm,
but the market's changing. You're not competing with one team overspending.
If you spend $43 million and they're spending $150, then the gap is too wide. It doesn't matter how good you scout, how good you sign, you can't catch them.
Where'd $43 million come from?
That's about what their payroll was.
Oh, Greggo, please. You figure in Alex Rodriguez, it was about $65 million.
You know what? I don't figure him.
Well, then,
you know why I don't figure
you can't
that?
have it both ways.
No, Norm, I don't figure.
You can't have it both ways.
Norm, I don't figure that in because that was the stupid owner given a stupid contract. That's on his leg.
That's and that's my point. The Yankees can give 5 stupid contracts and eat them all.
But see,
the Rangers cannot do that.
Thanks for remembering the time you spend listening to The Ticket, either podcast or broadcast. Check out Norm Hitzges live middays from 10 till noon on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket.